So years ago, I went in for a lactation consult for a family, and I wasn't actually there for sleep. I was talking to them about lactation. And I met with a family. They lived in downtown Los Angeles. Anyone who's from LA, you'll know that downtown is like a lot of high rises and those kind of apartment buildings. And so they lived in one of these high rises. Really lovely couple. And so I'm at my computer about 11 something the next night, maybe even later. And I get an email from the mother saying, I'm afraid of the baby. And obviously that sounds like a strange comment. So I'm like, okay. So I email her back and she starts telling me the baby was sending her messages. So obviously I have a mental health background. So I'm aware that this sounds like, some sort of psychotic thought process. And so being that it's 11 something at night, I felt I'm just going to get her on the phone and see what's going on. And as I'm talking to her, she's talking about the fact the baby is sending her messages. She's at home by herself because her husband had to work on hours from Asia. So he was like actually at his office. And so I'm on the phone with her and she's telling me that she's exhausted. She hasn't slept in a couple of days. She knew that I did sleep stuff and was asking me questions. I'm obviously trying to keep her on the phone. And she tells me that she went to her doctor and had mentioned that, she was exhausted and she just wanted the baby to sleep more. And essentially, this doctor just told her to suck it up. And the next thing she said to me was just like, I really want to suck it up, but I'm feeling like it's too much. I just might jump out the window. Now, mind you, again, she lives in a high rise. So at this point, I'm telling her to get her husband on the phone. She does. They end up getting ambulance out there and she ends up, being admitted and had postpartum psychosis. And this obviously is an extreme case, but I want us to be really aware that we are really painting parents into a corner when we basically say that they are, doing mean or bad things when they're simply doing the best they can. They're simply trying to get a good night's rest. And that's why I say there's this lie of a good night's rest that no matter what people choose, they're doing it wrong. And I'm thankful that I got that email at 11 o'clock at night and we didn't have a tragedy. I'm thankful that she had people who could support her. The thing is, there's so many people out there, maybe you're even listening now, that don't have those kinds of supports. And so I want you to hear from someone that you are doing a good job. You are doing it right. You're doing the best that you can.